All right, y'all. Better habits. It's what we do every day. Every day. We build them, we mold them. We're in control of them more than we think. But we set them up to where they're automatic. And I've caught myself on some recently as well. You know, I've gone good habits for sure. But then there's other areas I'm like, okay, got to build these. And I'm optimistic about it because I've overcame some old ones, built new ones. Now I'm on to the next level. But first step, I mean, you got to take accountability. You got to be aware that you created them. There's no one else to blame, point fingers at, to say, hey, you, you created my habit. No, you did. You as in me. You as in myself. That's what you got to tell yourself and be aware is that you created it. And I've told myself the same thing. It's my fault. It's me. I got to change it. No one else is going to change it. So, yeah, better habits. We do it every day. It's the simple things too. And it's the simple things that we're doing that lead into the greater things. And when we want greater things, they seem impossible. They seem difficult. They seem out of reach for you because, well, you're looking at your daily habits, you're looking at your procrastination, you're looking at your mindset, and it's not going towards that direction. So, you got to be aware is the first step for sure. In order to get these better habits, I'm going to tell you, one of the steps is definitely to take inventory. Take inventory of your stuff, what you're holding on to. Take inventory of the stuff that's in your space, it's on your phone. Take inventory of your belongings. Do you really need all those shirts? I'm sure there's shirts in your closet that you're not wearing. There's shoes that you have in your closet you're not wearing under your bed. There's things that you bought that you don't use anymore. There's things that you bought that you thought you were going to use and implement and you haven't. Whose fault is that? That's right, yours. And I've had to do those same steps. Had to go through my stuff. Had to go through what I have. And all these things is just energy. Energy from the universe. And the reason I say that is because when you were born, you came with nothing. You're going to leave with nothing. And so everything we have right now, it's not ours. It's the universe's. It's God's. It's energy. It's the creator's. God lets us use it, hold on to it, borrow it, but it's never really ours. Never really ours. So since you have so much stuff you're not using, what's the sign here? What's the energy? Are you going to let God know and say, hey, I'm willing to sacrifice this stuff, give up this stuff in order for the things I truly want and I truly need? And here's a good reminder too. Sometimes we don't get what we want. Sometimes we get what we need. And what we need is God's way of saying, hey, I have some light for you in this direction. This is where I'm going to take you. So take inventory. What can you get rid of? What can you let go of? What can you donate? What can you sell? Take inventory, right? This is going to create some space. This is going to create some energy. And this is probably going to create some optimism because you actually took action in something for yourself. And not only for yourself, but for other people too, because there's going to be things you're going to donate that other people need and will implement more than you will. There's going to be things that you clean out and you're going to find. The most important thing is just the energy, the refreshment, the energy you bring to start something new. You're going to be more optimistic. And that's what you need. Second step you want to do is take action. Yes, probably one of the hardest ones is taking action and just doing it. It's literally just taking action and forgetting about the result. Because yes, we all want results. We want it to look a certain way. We want it to look a certain way. We want to, we want to come across as masters right away, and that's just not how it works. Creating better habits, you're gonna mess up a little bit. It's gonna be uncomfortable. It's gonna be, uh, it's gonna be in a negative feeling, and this is where discipline kicks in, because you're gonna do it anyway. And that's what I had to do with this YouTube channel. It's like I didn't want to do. I had an idea for the channel, but the videos that I was gonna make, they weren't gonna come to my expectation. And so since they were gonna come to my expectation, they were not going to come to my expectation. I was gonna be like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do this. I don't. And yeah, I mean that's part of the process. So I had to shed some things, create some space, probably, clean up a bookshelf. I had to clean up some clothing, donate some shirts, take some to the dry cleaners. I had to do some things where I'm like, hey, I'm creating space, I'm creating momentum and energy for this new habit. And yeah, I did it. So that's why you see this video, new habit. And that's by taking action. I recorded stuff that never made it onto the channel. I just got into the habit of recording. And it was so uncomfortable. I didn't want to record nothing. I didn't want to do nothing. I didn't know what to talk about. But I was consuming it. So in order to consume more and learn and implement, I also had to produce. And that's where we're at right now, is this production. And in order to produce, I decided to take that step. It was uncomfortable. It almost gave me a headache, I ain't gonna lie. It was a huge headache. Like, I don't want to do this. And yeah, so the momentum started. It kept rolling, and next thing you know, now I'm in flow. I'm in flow. So, taking action. No matter how uncomfortable it is, no matter how disheartening. And when I say disheartening, it means it's not coming out to your expectation. You're not loving the end result. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to love the process. Process, that's what you're supposed to love. So, take action. Last one. I got down. Now listen carefully to this one. You gotta listen carefully to this one. It's take care. All right? That's the last step. To create better habits, take care. So, take care of yourself and what you did. Right? Take your notes. Respect the tools that you used. Respect the items that were used in the process, to create these better habits, whether it's eating better, hitting the gym, whatever it is that you're doing to better yourself, that you need to do better habits. Maybe it's putting some smoking down, maybe it's putting some drinking down. Respect the water that you replaced it with. Respect the gym that you replaced the smoking with. Something. Have some respect for what you're using now. Have some awareness. Have some pride in what you have. We talked about the first step, which was, going through your inventory of what you own and what's under your name and stuff like that. But now it's taking care of what you're using to create this new habit. Whether it's a new pair of shoes, for the gym, whether it's different food. We gotta respect and have some gratitude for the item that came to us, that's being in our presence, and that creates a connection to use it again. It's a review. It's a welcoming to stay, because a habit is what you do automatically every day. So to create the better habit, you have to have this peace, this oneness, with this connection with whatever you're using to create this good habit. And you got to break up with those old items, tools, and substances that were creating your bad habits. And that's something that I know that is strong, because you want to be proud with your tools, your craftsmanship. You want to be, proud and have gratitude with these items that are making your life better. Because think about it, how many times have we bought stuff to use and we don't use it? Just it sits there collecting dust. Sorry, coughing. So take care. Take care of your stuff. Take care of you. Take care of that routine. Because once you're proud of it, you want to do it again because it feels good. That's something for me with the gym, is that I created the habit of going to the gym. I feel good, and next thing you know, I want to do it again and do it again. And yeah, things start being done automatically. I start programming myself, like no matter how I feel or what's going on in the day, I got to make time, for my good habits, because it's automatic. It's automatic. Even eating good and healthy is automatic, because I feel good when I do it. And then the times and the moments I do go off that diet, I feel like crap. I feel horrible. And I'm like, I can't wait to get back into my good habits. So you have to taste the other side and honor it, respect it, have a connection with it. And that's basically taking care of yourself, taking care of your process. You're actually taking care of your future as well. Your family, your relationships, people that will look up to you, people that will look after you, because of the actions you're taking today. Compound interest. These habits, what we do every day, and it builds us. So I would say those three things: take inventory, take action, and take care. Should be a new habit right there. All right, I'll be elaborating more on this as we continue on. But yeah, I'm getting better myself. We're on this journey together to improve ourselves, stay high vibrational with what we do every day, with our wake up time, what we're reading, what we're consuming, what we're actioning, what we're doing with our time, what we're saying no to. I'll be elaborating more on that stuff as we go along. But if you're watching this, thank you so much. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.